Hello everyone. Sorry it's been a long time since my last post. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update as where I am at the moment. I'm currently at the moment doing the rock sliders, or I guess you could call them just a bumper, I suppose. So I've made all the brackets under here to bolt up under there. I had to, it was such a long distance between the bar to the chassis, so I've mounted it to the beam underneath and made a rubber bush inside here to give it some little bit of stretch, so if it bumps anything, it's got a little bit of give in it there rather than pushing on the body. But all the other mounts are actually stuck to the chassis, so and it's coming up good. And I've used the rear mounting for the old suspension to mount the back section here, and I've got a piece out here where the bars that go right up and over top of here will go into, so I'll make them all fit into there and then put a bolt through it to hold it together, so I can remove that bar if I bash it or break it, and I'll tie it into the bull bar, the rear bar, when I make a new bar for the back, and make it all unbolt and removable, like as these are now. They can be all unbolted. So bloody March flies everywhere. So it can be all unbolted. I've got the other side all tacked up and mostly welded at the moment. Just got to finish it off and fill in some gaps and bits and pieces and finish the last bits of it. Put the corner piece in here, and that'll be those bars done. And I've got to make a piece that comes up the corner and across the top, so it'll have a bar right across, right through around the front here. And I'm going to try and match these angles so it looks right. So the angle of the guard will be the same angle. So if you look at it there, it would come up the same angle as the guard. You can't really see it in the shadow, but there's an angle to the guard. I'm going to try and match that and then go straight across. So, and right round the back, and that'll give me all the bars I need to rub it against trees and bushes and not worry about scratching nothing or denting panels and whatnot. The interior is pretty much not much different. I've put all wood trims up on the doors, and as I think that was all in my last video. I can't remember. I need to rewatch that to find out where I was at. But I've got most of the dashboard all finished up, and some wood bits and pieces. I finally finished the hole over there. Makes quite a good little pocket for my phone at night. I've also got the TV in here and the computer stand. I've got to remake this computer stand. It's too bulky. I want to make something much lightweight, and maybe some little stainless wire one that just hooks on the wall somewhere. And I've got a power point down here, which I'll hardwire into either a inverter or a power point on the side I can plug into for a caravan park. But I've been watching movies in here, and it's awesome with the surround sound. It goes really, really loud. And around the back for the kitchen, mind my mess, I've come to a bit more of a it's more of a kitchen now. I got the stove over here on the thing. Now I've changed this window out for stainless steel, so I can cook above it without worrying about glass above it getting too hot. The only downside is from the outside it's quite shiny, and anybody following behind me is going to get absolutely blinded. So I'm going to have to put a I don't know, maybe some sort of black, either paint it black or something like that. Maybe just get a sticker put on there or something to stop it from glaring, because I don't want to go blinding people behind me. But yep, and I've got all put some LED lights in. You can't really see them very well during the day, but they are under there, and it lights up this whole breakfast table with a nice LED light. I've also put a switch in for all that, so I've got 4 switches there. As you can see, I've got a nice new knife block in there. Finished off boxing it all off, so now I've got somewhere to chuck my loaf of bread, something like that. Got my paper towel holder up there. And I didn't like the dark door frames I had, the door frames I had before were a bit too dark. It didn't match everything else, because everything else I've put wood edging around everything, and everything's got all this wood around all the openings and closes and right across the bottom and everything like that. You know, all across here, and you know, I've still got to finish the one on this side though. This one still needs a strip across here, but I'm going to put shelves up in here, so I might incorporate that into some part of the lower shelf. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it didn't match anymore, so I had to sand those back and reburn and stain those, but they come up really well actually. My next step up in the kitchen here is because now this looks really weird, I'm going to have to outline all this with the wood. So I just bought some wood for that the other day, so I was going to cut that shape out and burn it and do all that sort of stuff, so it'll make it a bit more finished. And also around all these top edges I'm going to frame the whole lot and all the way down the window, so I'll push a nice piece hard against the window so it'll seal up this gap perfectly, and then I can carpet the back of that right up to the edge. I've just been waiting to fill that gap in before I carpet the other sides of them. Plus I want to mount an inverter on the back of this side too, so but yeah, I mean, I've also got LED lights up in there and up in there, and they all light the whole kitchen up bright as anything. So I've got one more switch there because I'm going to put one up the top here, up under this edge. I've got one more to go up under this edge here, but I'm going to fold up a nice stainless sort of light shade thing, so it'll take the heat, but it's just so when I'm cooking I can see everything in the pan properly. I've still got to make the rear bumper here. I got to take some of this out too, because you walk up to the kitchen and your like knees are right there, so it's like there's like 4 inches of extra up against the bench. So when I make my new bar, I'll copy the one on the back of mine, but I'll notch this section right back flat back to there so I can get right up close, and I'll put the I'll get rid of this and then use that as a mounting plate to go below it for a Heyman Reese fitting. So when I put my winch on the back, I've got the winch cradle that just slides in the back there, so I've got a winch for pulling backwards. I won't have this part as per se, but I can put some big lugs and everything. I think there's already one shackle hanging underneath there, so I can reuse the rear mounts on that to hook onto or whatever. Yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm just doing all the bar work, so the bar work we'll tidy it up and clean it up and give it a bit more of a bit more protection, make it look a bit more off-roady. And then once I've got the bar work and stuff like that done, I'll get into some of the more finicky final finishing bits and pieces, I guess you could say. Just a couple of little plugs and wires to do, and some light bulbs and things, like the reverse lights up the top there need joining into the system, same as the front ones. Well, they're plumbed into the power line, but they're not. There's no switch to them yet. But so everything's coming along slowly. As I said, I've been really busy with work, so my time is actually quite limited. So unfortunately, it might be a bit of time between videos, but I'll try and post something a bit more regular if I can. But it's just a matter of time, basically. So this is where I'm at the moment. Thank you very much for watching.